Trusting God is sometimes difficult to understand. God has a plan and a purpose for your life. He is continually in the process of preparing you to be the person with whom He intends to live forever. In day-to-day life, God has a plan and a purpose for everything that becomes a part of, or affects your life. God's love for you is far greater than anything you can ask or imagine. He has at His disposal an infinite number of ways of bringing you to new levels of maturity in faith. He knows who, and what, to bring into your life at any given moment in order to accomplish His very specific goals in your life. Sometimes the only way some of us will submit ourselves to God's plan is for us to experience anguish, pressure, trials, tribulations, or tragedy. If that is the case, the Lord will use adversity to lead us to a place in spiritual life where we are compelled to turn to Him, trust Him more, be healed, and grow in ways in which we need to grow. There is an old saying, God whispers in our pleasure. God speaks in our conscience. God shouts in our pain. And He really gets our attention when the pain is intense and beyond our control. I have seen the reality of that saying in my life and in the lives of the many people I know. We cannot know God's full plan for our life. From time to time, we may have glimpses of what God still has in store for us to do or become. We are limited, but God is unlimited. He alone can see the full extent of our lives and how we can fit into His plan for the universe. Because God is infinite, all-powerful, all-knowing, ever-present, and eternal, and totally loving, we can trust Him to know how each experience, circumstance, and relationship in our lives fits into His plan. Our temporal life is but a book, and we only see each page as it is turned. We may not see any purpose for some of the troubles that come our way, but we need to trust in God's judgment. God has demonstrated many times His plan to raise us to a new life. Elijah raised the son of the widow of Zarephath from the dead. Elisha raised the son of the Shunammite woman from the dead. A man was raised from the dead when his body touched Elisha's bones. Many saints rose from the dead at the resurrection of Jesus. Jesus raised the son of the widow of Nain from the dead. Jesus raised the daughter of Jairus from the dead. Jesus raised Lazarus from the dead. Jesus rose from the dead. Peter raised Dorcas from the dead. Eutychus was raised from the dead by Paul. Yes, all but Jesus experienced another human death later, but these examples provided us with a demonstration of God's infinite power to achieve His goals. Are you like the Sadducees and don't trust God enough to believe in the resurrection of the dead? Or do you trust God enough to believe His Son when He said, "Let not your hearts be troubled, believe in God, believe also in me. In my Father's house are many rooms, if it were not so, would I have told you that I go to prepare a place for you? And when I go and prepare a place for you, I will come again and will take you to myself, that where I am you may be also."